What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, here on Industry Talk, and welcome to Primetime Pod, the hottest information resource outlet for all things entertainment, breaking news, celebrity interviews, and the hot topics of the day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
Okay.
Do
Shit.
shit. Prime time vibe. Make sure you check it
How? Why the fuck you think he missing? He say that.
And second bill, a whole lot.
Now I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.
What's good? What's good? What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G. I'm in your space and I'm in your face. It is 12/31/2025, December 31st, 2025, and we are live at 5. 2026 is quickly approaching. I want everybody to know that it is quickly approaching. It is right around the corner. What are you doing for the new year? What is your game plan? What you got going on? That's what I want to know. What you got popping off for the new year? I want to make sure that all of these system specs in check or in order before I jump this thing all the way off. Let me turn this light off real quick. It's too bright. I'm also going to turn off this other one. There we go. What you got planned for this year? 2026. What's the game plan? What you got going on? That's what I want to know. How's everybody doing? I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm happy to be alive. I have been blessed to see another day, and I'm going to take full advantage of what has been bestowed upon me. And like I said, for 2026, we're coming at you in a whole different style, a whole different fashion, and we're bringing it to you in such a way that, man, it's going to be something nothing short of something special. Let me make sure that all this stuff is right. See, these things are messing with me. There we go. I want to make sure that I'm being seen right and correctly, crystal clear in all the spaces and in all the places. So, what y'all cooking? Y'all going with the traditional, the collard greens and some black eyed peas, some chicken, turkey. Some of y'all eat ham hocks and chitlins. What y'all got going on for the new year? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I want to know what y'all got going on for the new year. And don't mind me. I'm actually making sure that all my channels are active. I'm making sure that all of my channels are active. I'm supposed to be live across the board, or I am live across the board on all of these platforms. That would be Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, X, and YouTube. I am simulcasting, and I want to make sure that everyone is getting an opportunity to see me clear, in high form, and in high fashion, because we breaking the internet this year. We breaking the internet this year. We coming at you real hard, real hot, real heavy. I have a special guest that is coming on today that I will be speaking with, my good friend, comedian Jarrell Braswell. I do believe that he will be joining us here later on during the segment. And of course, just to give you the heads up, 30 minutes to an hour is all I'm putting in. 30 minutes to an hour is all I'm putting in. And, catch me while you can. Catch me while it's hot, because eventually, I'm coming off this thing, go handle some other business. But let's get into it. And I'll give you a little something special today. Start off with our talk topics for today. If you want to engage it, if you want to talk about it, if you got some emotional wherewithal about it, and if you want to kick the tires as I go through some of these things, just let me know. Drop it in a comment. Hit me up. Hell, I might even send you the link to join me, and we could talk about it on the air. All right. U.S. politics and law. Trump's second term. New laws targeting AI and deepfakes. Debates over health care premiums, halting Minnesota child care programs, and releasing testimony from Jack Smith's deposition. In state and local news, new SNAP food bans begin January 1. So be on the lookout for that, ladies and gentlemen. We have new SNAP food bans that are beginning January 1. Okay. A new mayor in New York City. I'm really not paying attention a whole hell of a lot on what's going on the East Coast, because I live in the great state of Mississippi. I'm just giving you the commentary of some of the things that are going on across the country. Investigations into fraud in Minnesota. In world news, geopolitical tensions, China's war games near Taiwan. That's jumping off. We've got to see how that's going to actually prime the pump for some things that are coming down the line. Russia's nuclear missile deployment in Belarus, and the UAE withdrawal from Yemen. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Are we looking to see tensions rise? Okay. And if you don't really pay attention to politics or things that are going on with our country, the Cole, the USS Cole was hit in Yemen. There was an attack on a U.S. naval vessel in Yemen. So those are some things to keep on the barometer in terms of paying attention to things globally, tensions that may be rising in different areas. So definitely be on the lookout. International incidents. A mysterious explosion has taken place in Venezuela. I don't know how mysterious it is. We know all of the things that are taking place in Venezuela, and some of the fast boat attacks that have happened as a result of drug smuggling, so to speak, or whatever reason has been given to bomb or throw missiles at fishing boats and individuals floating around in Venezuelan waters. Protest in Iran, controversies over George Clooney's French citizenship. I didn't know he was French. I didn't know he was American. To tell you the truth, I thought he was Canadian. But hey, that's in the news, as though that's something relevant and important. If we're paying attention to it, we're paying attention to it. Now, this health and science segment, make sure you pay attention. Disease and outbreaks, surging flu. I'm not telling you to go get a flu shot. I'm not into getting no flu shots. I'm not telling you to go get a COVID-19. I'm not telling you to go get none of this shit. What I'm telling you is wash your hands, wash your ass, and make sure you stay away from folks that's coughing, hacking, sneezing, and scratching their ass and trying to shake your hand. Stay away from motherfuckers, because simply we have a surging flu that's on the rise. Measles spreading in the U.S. Measles of all things is spreading in the U.S. in a deadly fungus in 27 states. They didn't necessarily state what the deadly fungus is, but there's a deadly fungus on the move, and it's attacking and it's moving rapidly around 27 states. So there again, on that health side of things, make sure you Keep your hygiene in check. Wash your ass. It's just that simple. Clean and wash your ass. Say it with me, people. Wash your ass. Keep your hands clean. Stop scratching your balls, fellas, and then putting it in your ear and then rubbing your nose and, brush your teeth. Get you some Dr. Tishner's. Dr. Tishner's. Not Listerine, not, Scope. No, get you some Dr. Tishner's. And be careful when you take it. When you sit there and swish it around in your mouth, that shit have goddamn burn a line in your goddamn mouth out if you don't dilute it correctly, because it's concentrated. But it gets the job done. So, if in fact, you want to stay away from disease and fungus and keeping yourself in good shape, hit the gym. Hit the gym. Hit the gym. That's a great way to have that dopamine spike. Get out there, run, treadmill, hit the weights, do whatever it is that you got to do. Stay away from folks that are coughing, hacking, sneezing, and be mindful of your own personal hygiene. It's very important. Very important, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. Let's see. We have, and you can believe this if you want, but in space news, we have 4 astronauts that are heading to the moon on a new flight path. Okay. Crime and legal. The Patriots player, Christian Barmore, faces assault and strangulation charges. And we have a missing teen, the body of a missing Texas teen, Camelia Mendoza Olmos, not almost, but Olmos, Olmos, has been identified. Definitely prayers go out to her and her family, and we are going to keep these guys in our prayers. In NFL news, I got to talk about the NFL, but Stephon Diggs is facing charges. Not only did he get fired, well, I don't want to say that, he got released, so he probably going to get picked up on another team, but he's also facing charges. They have not stated what the charges are, but it's in the rotation with some of the things that I have to bring to the table and mention as we're going through our news segment. And that wraps it up for our up-to-date hot topics and political news for today. Hey, going into 2026, we got to do better. What I mean, we got to do better. We have to do better as humans, as people, how we treat one another, what we do for one another. I'm hearing a lot of conversation about individuals talking about, there's a campaign right now about F the streets. Okay. I wasn't going to actually weigh in on this, and I'm really not going to weigh in on it, but I will give, my 2 cents, my 2 little pennies worth of soapbox conversation about it. And you could take it however you want to take it. And I'll say it like this. If you've never been in the streets and understand what people go through that are in the streets, and when I say in the streets, we're not just talking about motherfuckers hanging out outside on the block. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about active individuals that are rooted in criminal activity on a regular and consistent basis, because that's what they've decided that is their way of life. not based on environment, not based on, no, based on a choice. You've decided to actively engage in nefarious activities on the streets. Have fun, man, if that's what you choose to do. But keep in mind, it's not going to last long, because everyone that has traveled that road has either ended up in prison or dead. And if in fact you were heavy in the streets and you were active in the streets and you found your way out of that element, you can best believe you're not working hard or diligently to go back. I can put you in contact with, and as a matter of fact, I'll bring some of my friends into this conversation one of these days on interview. My good friend Terry Allred served 32 years federal penitentiary for 6 ounces of crack cocaine. He got pardoned by Trump, and you can best believe he's busting his ass every day and in every way to make sure that he stays out of the way and stays free. I can talk to you about my good friend Freeway, Ricky Ross, Melvin Farmer, Ayatollah Marv, every last one of these individuals, my brother Keith Wallace, every last one of these individuals, Carlos Parks. Man, I can give you a laundry list of my friends and even some of my family members that have done this thing at a very high level. I'm talking about bosses in the streets, quote unquote. But you can best believe the time that they served, and they were lucky enough to have gotten by without being killed or something worse, taking place with their family, whatever the case may be. They are happy to be out of the streets and living a normal life. So when we speak about F the streets, I mean, I wouldn't, phrase it that way, because, there are a lot of people that feel that they don't have any choice but to deal with the street element in their life, which isn't necessarily the case. They're not given any opportunities, which isn't the case, or they've been snubbed or shortchanged and the system is against them. That's not the case, because you can always get yourself an education. You can always do adult education classes. You can learn a trade. You can join the military. You do not have to succumb to being a member of a gang organization, affiliation, or whatever the case may be that draws you in, or an independent contractor out there doing your thing. You do not have to engage. It is simply a matter of choice. And you making the decision to say, you know what? I have something to live for, and this is not going to be my way out of this situation. I'm not trying to preach to you, because I don't have the answer for you as it relates to what it is you should or should not do. I know that I'm not engaged in street activity. I know that I make sure that I stay far removed from the possibility of me getting my motherfucking head blown off. And yes, shit happens. So you never know what's going to go on in life. Accidents happen. But if I can sit there and avert any of those things because my activity is such that I don't participate in bullshit, I'm not conspiring to assault or put my brother into a pinch, whatever the case may be. Because if you notice, gang on gang violence is us killing us. Everybody talks about the South, Mississippi, the Klan, and this, that, and the other. The Klan's not killing us. White supremacy isn't killing us. We are killing us when we deal with that type of mentality when it comes to being in the streets or being outside, so to speak. And so you have to also ask yourself, what's the answer? Because everyone has the words of F the streets, but you're not looking at, okay, well, what's the answer? Because a lot of it has to deal with commerce. It has something to do with job opportunities and money in people's pockets. Because they're not just out here committing crimes just for the hell of it, just for the fun of it. I'm going to go steal this car. I'm going to go sell this dope. I'm going to go break into these people's homes, just because I feel like it or it's fun. No, they're doing it because there's an economic upside to what it is that they're doing. They're out here making money. I'm going to scam. They're making money. So whether it's greed, whether it's need to feed your family, pay your bills, whatever the case may be, what is on the other side of it? Well, the answer, education. You have to buy into being educated. You have to want to learn how to do better. You have to link yourself up with individuals that aren't trying to stab you in the back, kick you in the ass, or knock you upside your motherfucking head. Nobody wants to work at McDonald's or Wendy's or the turkey plant, chicken processing plant. Nobody wants to do lawn care. Nobody wants to learn a trade, plumbing, electrical, get the CDLs. They want to go do it the easy way. But yet, in fact, when push comes to shove and you're called to the carpet for the crimes that you've committed, now you crying like a little bitch because you're about to go sit in this 6x9 doing time. It's too late at that point. So, no, I'm not going to sit there and disrespect the individuals that are in the streets, that are doing what it is that they're doing, but I cannot agree to the nonsense because we have methods, surefire methods and methodologies of success that you can implement to get yourself out of those situations. You can learn how to pour concrete. You can learn how to become a brick mason. You can learn how to work a weed eater, drive a zero turn, you name it, you can engage in it. Real form, real fashion. So when we say the things that we say and it takes a viral approach just because particular rap artists or influential individuals who have been a part of the streets and now they're out of the streets and they're looking down at who's still in the streets. What are we doing to assist those young brothers and sisters to find a clear path to righteousness? And I'm not the individual that's going to tell you what righteousness is. We all know what's right and what's wrong. So don't come to me with the bullshit about, oh man, well, you don't live in this type of environment. You're good. Man, I grew up in a single family home, single parent. My mother raised me and my two sisters. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. She was a school teacher for 30 plus years. And she struggled to make sure that we did right. She made sure that our asses was in church on every Sunday. She made sure that we went to private school, and she footed the bill on her own. Now, of course, we had, auxiliary family that assisted. We had a good family structure. We had somebody to look at and be like, okay, that's not the route to go. But that don't mean that I didn't get into bullshit throughout my life. I didn't rebel. I didn't sit there and do some dumb shit in my life, of course. But what I'm trying to express to you is that you cannot sit there and say, because of this situation, I had no choice but to get out here and knock this motherfucker across his head and steal his wallet. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And when it comes to pushing poison into our communities, whether it be fentanyl, however you pronounce that shit, cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin, any of the drugs that are manufactured, the opioid epidemic that we've gone through, when we are engaged in that, we know how that whole structure took place and why. We're going to have a real in-depth conversation about back in the 80s when Ronald Reagan was president and Congress wouldn't fund the war. So they figured out the ingenious way to actually make money to fund the war, flying dope into Mena, Arkansas, where old Billy Clinton was governor at the time, and the attorney general looked the other way. And it became the pipeline of where they flew in this dope, cocaine, and distributed it across America, hit in the streets. And of course, one of my very good friends, Freddie Ricky Ross, became one of the most infamous names in the crack distribution legacy, but ultimately orchestrated. It was found out that it was orchestrated by the United States government, the CIA, the NSA, Oliver North, Joan Poindexter, and a few other black hat operators. But the black man takes the fall because of Blandon, his very good friend who ultimately was working in conjunction with the CIA. So when we go back and we track the things that were going on during that time, and we've seen how we participate in destroying our own. And we can't sit there and say, oh, well, the overseer did. No. We actively participated. You have to sit there and adjust. You have to make an adjustment. You have to figure out a better way to do things. Welcome to the live, Drake, 100,000 or 1 million. Regine Garnier, the official Regine. Welcome to the live. Regine is one of our artists that we deal with and work with on a regular, consistent basis with Ferrer Records. Lives in the UK, and I am happy that she has joined the live. And, give me just 1 second. Like I said, I wasn't going to jump on this thing and give you a soapbox of commentary. That is not what I wanted to do. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. But when we have the responsibility, when we have a true responsibility for our people, when it is in our best interest to make sure that we're protecting our people. And I said that earlier on, as it relates to being a humanitarian, you see, doing things for the human race. Where do we fall going into 2026? Now, I've said enough about all of that, and you know my position. You know where I stand. Has nothing to do with F the streets. No, it has something to do with making sure that we as a people are doing what we have to do to protect ourselves, to protect our loved ones, to protect humanity. It's vital. It's vital. There's so many things that are out there that are in our way, that are definitely impasses to ensure that we don't survive. And what do I mean by that? Gee, what do you mean by that? That's such a bold statement. What do you mean by that? Hell, from the food that we eat, the processed food that we eat, obesity in our okay. I didn't know you was here, Jarrell. You done jumped on in. Let me get my man. Let me get off my soapbox. Let me get off my soapbox and let me bring my brother Jarrell in. I didn't hear it chime up and let me know that you was here. Hold on just one second. Let me cue brother Jarrell in on this thing. What's going on, Jay Braswell?
A little bit, dog.
I'm fantabulous. It is good to see you, my brother. How are you doing today?
Yeah, man, I can't complain, man. Shit, just sitting up here watching you, listen to you, man. Shit, just agreeing. Yeah, you ain't
Hey,
lying.
man, you
Shit,
see,
that shit start from home.
I went out for a little minute, man. I just got to talking, man, and I was waiting for you to come on.
I listened about 15, 20 minutes. I sent a message. They said I had to connect my damn YouTube to comment. I'm like, damn, I tried to do all that shit. It still didn't do nothing.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been watching it back for the longest.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you, man. Welcome to the live, man. We are live at 5. I'm here with my good friend Jarrell Braswell, comedian Jarrell Braswell.
Yes, sir.
And for those of you who don't know, Jarrell's been going across the country with our good friend Bubba Dub. They are the hottest comedy crew that's actually on stages present day, and the BDE boys. So let me just throw this out here at you right quick, JB. Laugh Factory, Comedy Zone, Funny Bone. What was the one in North Carolina? I forgot the name of the one in North Carolina. The name of the comedy club, huh?
Good nights.
Good nights. You know, the list is extensive. Yeah. You guys have hit just about improv.
Shit.
You guys have hit every comedy club across the Eastern Seaboard, all through the South, over in Washington, on the West Coast. You guys are making some major strides in this thing, man. So tell me, 2025, give me a rundown, man, on how you feel about your successes of over the year.
Oh man, shit. To be honest, all in all, I can't complain, man. I wouldn't say that I underachieved. I wouldn't say that I hit the mark. I could say I blew that shit out of the water, man. Just being consistent with the things we did, going from the first quarter of the year to the second half of the year to the third quarter, doing everything, breaking that shit down in 120-day spurts, man, and just doing that shit like that and seeing the results from it. every time and reformulating the formula and to the end of the year up until this point, man, shit, did real good, real good. Not disappointed. At the same time, I'm not satisfied because I know we can do more. You know what I mean? Like I say, shit, we
Okay.
just taking the momentum from 2025 and just taking it to 2026.
Okay. Okay. You were listening to my monologue as I
Oh
was
yeah.
coming in. So tell me, what are your thoughts on the F the streets comment? And I'm saying that because I know you personally. I know
Yeah.
where you come from in Alabama. I know that you grew up in a particular environment, but I also know that outside of whatever affiliations you may have associated with as a child, you also got out of that, went to the Marine Corps, and and have excelled far and beyond. So I want your input on what you're hearing, because like I said, I'm not knocking what people are saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I wouldn't say it that way.
Yeah, I ain't knocking it either, man. I wouldn't say up the streets. That's some
Yeah,
that's what some people, that's all they got. Shit, it's the street. That's all they know. The streets. But shit, man, we all got a choice too. And that shit start from at home to me.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like I say, shit, I didn't come up with a in a well put together home. Shit, single
Yeah,
parent home. My mother raised six people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm the third of six. And I got five sisters, so that shit was crazy, man. Just watching my mom do what she did day in day out to make sure we had and all that stuff. So I think it started at home. That's just my opinion though. Just the home training. And like you say too, man, just the family background, family structure, and the people around. You know, I had my grandfather, my uncles, a few cousins and stuff like that, and then just people that was around, man, that seen not just the potential, just seen the greatness in me, and was telling me,
yeah,
man, don't mess this up, trying to follow the crowd, trying to follow a trend, because a lot of these niggas doing this dumb shit, they don't want to do it because they scared. They just being a follower. They ain't being no leader. So you got to weed yourself out from that dumb shit. A lot of people do
right.
that shit, man, be in the streets because they see other people doing it. A lot of people do it, man, from for what I've seen, you know what I'm saying, because they ain't got nowhere to go.
I got
You know,
nowhere to
so
go.
it's kind of hard to say up the streets when shit motherfuckers trying to do something and shit, you throw them out on the streets and shit, and that shit just keep going. You know what I'm saying, shit, and it
Yeah,
seems like everybody on the streets got the same story. You know what I mean? I ain't got this, I ain't got that. I didn't have this, I didn't have that. I didn't coming up, but still, motherfucker, that shit make you stronger and make you want to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Not
right,
having. Just me. Cause the shit I
right.
didn't have, man, I made sure when I got old enough to get it, that I was able to get it.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, that shit started the house, man.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this. And I was thinking about some of the things I wanted to talk to you about um, en route back to the office. When you're on stage, right? A lot of
Uh-huh.
times, people get on stage and they say it's a release, it's a dopamine spike, it's an opportunity for them to get their rocks off, so to speak. When Jarrell Braswell hits the stage, what's going through your mind, and what motivates you to do what it is that you're doing as a comedian?
Oh man, a lot of stuff going through my mind. For one, shit, I like to read the room first. And I do that before I can get on the stage. Read the room and just see what I'm working with in the room. And then, like I said, when I ready to go on that stage, man, it's kind of like I zone out. You know what I'm saying? I be doing my things. Like it's like therapy for me, man. I just get up there and I don't really tell jokes. I get up there and tell funny, real life, true stories, man. And like I said, I just like to captivate the audience and the crowd. And then by the time I'm done, them people feel like they know me already, like I'm a part of their family. So that's what I enjoy doing, is going to every different city and just capturing people and giving them a glimpse of just letting them know how I grew up through comedy, expressing through funny stories. Cause I don't tell jokes.
Right. Right. We're tuned in on Industry Talk on the Primetime Network, and we're here with my good friend, comedian Jarrell Braswell. You can follow Jarrell Braswell on all social media platforms. Google it, Jarrell Braswell, and on IG, The Real J Braswell. Okay, Braswell, talk to me about Stanky Skin, because you
Oh
finished
man.
your comedy special. Hold on a second. Let me grab something right quick, because you know me, I like to show and poll. Ain't that what they say? Ain't that a saying? Show and poll.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see something here while I got you here. All right. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this?
Yeah, registration number. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah,
Can you
I
see what the
it.
name is on there? Let's see. Let me move it over this way. What did I say?
Real brand. Well, I think it's still coming.
Okay. And certificate of registration through the Library of Congress.
Library of Congress. Yes, sir.
Official copyrights for your special.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And so, you know, we were waiting for this to come in, you know, before we really got hot and heavy with releasing your content to the people. Sometimes people don't realize things take time. You know,
especially when you want them done right, man.
Right, when you want it done right. And just like you said, we've gone through a lot over the course of this year. And, you know, I talked to a lot of artists about, you know, doing things the right way, going about doing it the right way. And sometimes people just don't take heed to what I'm saying. And I can't be mad about that. All I can do is just keep on pushing. But you've been one that has trusted the process and trusted what it is that, you know, what we talked about and how to make sure that we ensure that you're protecting your content, we're protecting your jokes, we're protecting what it is, your intellectual property. And so now we can push forward with everything as it relates to the Stinking Skin Comedy Special, as it relates to everything that's dealing with you and getting it out there to the public. And it's official, the way I'm looking at it. It might not seem like much, but it's big to me.
Sure. It's big, and most definitely. Yeah, just talking it up. You asked me what I need to go forward, what I want to do with my dreams. You like, ain't about me. You like, shit, I see what you got going, shit. How can I be assistant? I ain't trying to get in from this shit. I just want to genuinely help you. So I'm like, shit, man. That's a blessing. I can't turn that down. So shit,
right.
I said, I'm all in, man. Whatever you need me to do, shit, I'm all in too. Shit, we can meet each other halfway, come to a common ground understanding. Shit, let's work it.
Yeah.
And here we is, man.
Definitely. So right now, you do realize that we're streaming on all platforms. When I say all platforms, I mean
all those scouts.
Yeah, all of them. Instagram, Facebook, Twitch. I even you know who got me on that Twitch, huh?
Yeah.
You got me on that Twitch. You know I
got you on there. Yeah, I got you on there. Yeah, I said, yeah, I already know.
That's
why I said, yeah. Shit, you better get on that, Jack. I said, you better get on Twitch, man. Shit, get on that motherfucker.
So I got me on kind of Twitch, you know, and the beautiful thing about it is I can simulcast across all of the platforms, which, you know, makes it a lot easier to, you know, present everything that we have going on at in one whop.
Exactly.
But that being the case, you know, we're hitting all of the platforms at one time. Knowing that we're elevating what we're doing, how we're moving, and your vision for 2026, what's a bit of your game plan moving into 2026? And big shout out to, you know, my good friend, my sister, Diamond LaFleur. Big shout out to Diamond LaFleur.
Yeah, shit. The goal, man, just like I said, just keep going, man. What don't need to be fixed, shit, leave that, like I said, and then just make the little adjustments along the way, like we've been doing, you know what I'm saying, as we go.
Right.
Watch game film, critique ourselves and shit, sit in that damn think tank, man, and come up with this stuff and put it down, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, and being more consistent. I ain't gonna stay more strategic because we doing that already. Say just keep pumping together, like my grandfather said, just keep kicking ass and just keep going. We got the
big
attention.
shout out
shit.
to Mr. Touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Big shout out
Touchdown
to
and join the
Touchdown.
live. Big shout out. Big
Okay.
shout out to Mr. Touchdown. He's
He,
joined the
he
live.
trying to join in. She might well gonna bring him on in.
Yeah. I don't have his phone number. Send him
Oh
that
yeah.
link.
Okay.
Send him that link. Send him that StreamYard link that I sent to you. And
Okay.
and he can come into the studio that way. All right.
Okay.
We get him in the studio that way.
Let's see if it still have me on here.
Yeah, let's do it like that. Yes, indeed. We are talking with comedian Jarrell Braswell. While we taking this break, while he sending this information to Mr. Touchdown, we can enhance this conversation. Let me remind you all that I want you to like, subscribe, and share our Boss Talk content everywhere. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. And big shout out to my girl, Dia Moore, Carolina. Dia Moore, Carolina, out there in North Carolina, one of the major artists that we deal with through my good friend Terry Allred. And, you know, I mentioned Terry a little bit earlier. I met Dia Moore through Terry. Of course, Jerry and Ja Blaze, our brother Ja Blaze, the official podcast affiliate for Freeway Records. Of course, my wonderful and beautiful and sexy wife, Chanel Smith, is on the live as well. And I have to look at I got to look at YouTube. I got to look at Twitch. I got to look at everybody that's actually engaging. So that's why my eyes are moving and shaking and jumping and looking in different places and spaces right now, because I have to look at everybody that's on it. That's how I knew that Drake 1000, Regime Official, and Mr. Touchdown was joined in. Did he get the link?
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Okay. So Touchdown, you got the link. If you got time, man, join us. Jump on this thing, chop it up with us. Let's get into it. I'm talking with comedian Jarrell Braswell. We're in your face and in your space. So Jarrell, JB.
Yes, sir.
JB Comedy House. Comedian Jarrell Braswell. Talk to me about the Marine Corps. Talk to me about being, in the position that you were in the Corps, and how that influenced your life, how it affected your life, joining the Marines and your, a few experiences that you had in the military and in the armed forces. Give me a little breakdown.
Shit, man, just for and foremost, just breaking the mold. I come from a military family, man. All my uncles, aunties, pretty much was served Army, Air Force, Navy, right, like that. I was the first Marine, so it's like shit, man. Just wanted to go off and do my own thing. Didn't want to be like everybody else in the family, who didn't want to just be like family tradition, like shit. Military to me, somebody got to be the first one to do something. Like when my uncle joined, he was the first one just to join the military. So it's like shit, let me make my own way and make my own mark. So I'm like shit, let me join the Marine Corps. I always consider myself different and set apart from everybody. So that's gonna do it right there. And then with that, turned down the football full ride, down at Southern Miss and shit. Had a chance to go play ball collegiately, but I'm like, just wanted to do something else. Then that 9/11 shit had broke out. So shit,
Right.
I'm gonna go serve my country, man. I need the money, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I can get all this shit in the military from what they told me. So I was with it. You know, like I
Right.
get to leave home. I'm like, shit, I can come back to this shit. And one thing led to another. Went to the delayed entry program. Got in there. Got my boot camp date. And shit, finished out my high school, my senior year in high school, and knocked out everything. And then
I lost you, JB. For some odd reason, I lost you. I can't hear you. Mr. Touchdown was there for a second, and he done dropped off too. What's really going on? Okay, he's back. Good deal. JB. What's going on, Mr. Touchdown? I don't know why I can't hear you. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Big G. What's good?
Okay, good, bro. Good, my brother. Good, my brother. I done lost Jarrell. I think maybe his phone might have died on him or something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's good to see you, man. How's everything going down there in Florida?
Man, everything going lovely, man. No complaints, bro. No complaints at all, man. How about yourself?
Everything's fantastic, man. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm living to see another day. I see that you have a new drop on the OTRR line, the Only the Real Remain line. I see you got the backpacks, the hoodies. Talk to me, man. What's going on?
Oh man, we just moving. That's all. We just staying in motion, man. We just bring in, something different to the table. I don't want to be like every other clothing brand. I want to be unapologetic. I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say, and that's just me. And I'm gonna put out what I feel like the people need and what the people is accepting. So the backpacks, man, was a major hit. Major hit. Shout out to everybody who supported with the backpacks. The t-shirts, man, the statement t-shirts with the 3D printing, man. My boy One Hot, Moolah Monopoly, David, Blaze, all of them, YB, shout out to them boys. Us Never Them, you feel me? So, they just, man, they supporting the movement, man, and I really do appreciate it. I got something new on the way as well. So, man, and shout out to you too, Big G, man, for supporting also on the hoodie, man. I see you be wearing it and everything, man. I know it's getting cold, so I got something new coming for y'all, some zip up.
Definitely, without question. Well, let me just say this, since I wasn't gonna bring this up. Can you hear me, Jarrell? Are you back with us?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. What you say?
Yeah, I'm just making sure JB was back with us. Look here, I just want to say this now because I see you got that. I see you got that old Miami Dolphins hoodie on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, y'all, man, come on, man. Y'all know what it is. JB know what it is. JB know what it is. What happened? Yeah.
Eagles fly.
Yeah,
baby,
yeah. Yeah, he know what happened. Yeah, he know what happened. Yeah, man.
Am I gonna see any competition going to this Super Bowl, man? Is anybody gonna step up to the plate? Because I already know
we are. Hey, listen. You know what, man? I ain't worried about Philly. I ain't got nothing to say about Philly, man. Shout out to Philly, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, you see the disrespect. We steadily want to disrespect the Super Bowl champions. Now you see when nobody talking that smack when Mahomes did his thing, but when Jalen Hurts, all right, let me just say it like this. Let me just say it like this.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
No love. And look,
yeah.
And look, I'm gonna just say this because you was with Bubba Love the other day. You was with Bubba Dub the other day,
Yep.
and you ain't tell that nigga to give me a call, no nothing to sit there and hey
Hey,
man, I want put some respect
hey,
on my name, goddamn.
hey,
Put some respect
nigga
on my
went.
shit.
Hey, that nigga hit me with this. I got COVID. He with that I got COVID line, goddamn. He wasn't trying to hear that shit. Shit. He wasn't trying to hear that.
Oh man. But look, I'm happy to know that everybody across the board has different teams. I don't want everybody to be on the same team. I'm glad
I don't like that same team
Jarrell
shit
like
either.
Tampa Bay. I'm glad that OTRR only the rule remain. Mr. Touchdown likes Miami, the Dolphins. I'm glad that Bubba Dub like the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? You know, it takes a little diversity because somebody's got to reign supreme in this motherfucker. And at the same time, we already got rid of two. The Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, they out to pasture right now. We ain't got to worry about them. We ain't got to worry about them. I think Miami on the bubble. Ain't y'all on the bubble?
I think so.
It been might be about the bus.
Hold on, I'm having some trouble with my audio. Hold on 1 second, fellas. Let me get right. I'm gonna get right.
That bubble might be about the bus, goddamn shit. Talking about the bubble here. That bitch gonna bust.
Hold on. Let me try this.
Big shout out to Tolu. You're never on the line, JB. Old Tolu enjoying the live.
Oh, nice. Salute, Tolu. Yes, sir.
Live. He had a good game. Actually, the past 2 nights he has a good game. Man.
Oh yeah,
you know
man. Yeah,
got to stay on foul.
He been jamming that motherfucker.
He been jamming, man. He's been having a good time, looking good, looking healthy, running the floor. He's actually leading. I think he's in the top 5, or at the top of the list of rebounders in the G League right now. And and at the same time, he's a walking double-double. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't stop that. They can't. That's a force to be reckoned with. So he's bringing a lot to the franchise, and no matter where he may land, here in the near future, whether it be with the Pistons or whether it be with another NBA team, he's going to actually bring a lot to the table. My oldest son will be heading to China here pretty soon.
Oh man, that's gonna be lit.
Yeah, on the exhibition run, and then he'll be working out in San Antonio over the next few months during the course of the season. So, of course, we're always looking for those opportunities. Let me get there we go. Yeah. And looking forward to those opportunities. Those guys are doing fantastic, man. They're doing great.
Good,
so
man.
I'm proud of them. Happy that I got an opportunity to see them for Christmas. Over the holidays.
I'm trying to get this audio.
Oh, I can hear you. We can hear you. And so it was good to see him over the holidays, and got him in my prayers, and they're gonna actually do some phenomenal things.
Oh yeah, man.
They've been doing phenomenal. You straight, Mr. Touchdown? You good?
Let me see.
Yeah, he good.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, we can definitely hear you. So, JB, back to you, man. We was talking about
them yellow footprints before I got cut off.
Yeah, we were talking about your career with the Marine Corps, some of the things that you've experienced, some of the things that you've gotten yourself into, and the opportunities that the Corps has provided. You said that you come from a long list of military individuals in your family. So keep on going, man. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. Shit. Once I like I said, graduated high school, man. Shit, the yellow footprints. Shit, it was like a reset button. Life changed, man. Like shit, it's like unlearn and relearn. Once I got on the yellow footprints, man, the motherfuckers broke a nigga all the way down and built the nigga all the way back up to what they standard of being a basic Marine is, man. That shit, man. To me, I think every young man in the United States should go to the military, not the Marine Corps, but just some form of branch, man, and instill discipline, a sense of urgency, responsibility, man. Especially if you ain't getting it from home and you ain't never had no damn structure.
Right.
That's where your ass need to be, cause hell, prison ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you might as well be free and doing what motherfuckers
Right.
instruct you to do, not tell you to do, and get paid for it. If you don't like it, you can get the hell out after your first hitch. But man,
Okay.
joining the Marine Corps probably one of the best things I ever did, man. Just joining, being a part of something, you know what I mean? Shit, a lot of people talk down on it, but the thing about the Marine Corps, they don't take everybody. Everybody can't be no goddamn Marine. They want the best of the best, so ain't nothing but a goddamn military force full of goddamn motherfucker that's out to strive for greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do, man, the Marine Corps shit, if you don't make 85% or better, your ass fail. So it's pass or fail, like no excuses. So that shit right there, goddamn, just intensified the drive I already had coming into the Marine Corps, man. Ain't do nothing but just make that shit better, man. And a group of guys that brought me up through the Marine Corps, man, shit, man, I still keep in contact with them guys today. So it's like, man, shit, it's like
Yes, indeed.
kind of like a brotherhood, man. You know what I mean? Like once you in that shit, you can't never get out. You know what I mean? Motherfucker talking about joining the gang, shit. Military ain't nothing but a goddamn gang. We going different spots, taking over shit. You know what I'm saying? And doing that shit, man. And like I say, get paid for it. And you meet all type of people, man. I never thought I'd meet half the people I've met through the Marine Corps, man. And some of the places the Marine Corps have landed me. So like I say, man, shit, that was probably one of the best things I did. Then upon being in the military, man, shit, the opportunity was limitless because I fit the criteria with things I would want to do. Play sports overseas, fucked around, played football, and then picked up and started playing rugby, man. Went all Marine in that shit. Never played a day in my life, but picked the shit up and learned how to play. And then, man, just kept on, man, just excelling in that shit, man, and doing my job. And just kept traveling places, man. Went all type of places overseas abroad. Then I went to Japan, and I got in trouble too, man, over there in Japan. And that shit was an international incident. Nigga made CNN. Got in trouble, man. Got accused of goddamn rape, robbing, and kidnapping. You know what I'm saying? It took 6 months for the motherfucker to tell the truth, but by then the military had their mind made up. Shit, we expendable, but that shit right there is a whole motherfucking book. And that shit was a whole nother life-changing experience, man. All the time I put into the military, to the Marine Corps, for them to try to just, you know what I'm saying, just throw me under the bus or just say, you can do whatever you want to with these guys to keep us over here. That shit kind of hurt too. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta learn everything goddamn damn near business, man. You know what I mean? And that shit really showed me that. It's like, motherfucker don't give a fuck how good you is or how much you contribute to this, man. Shit, the show must go on with or without you. And shit, if we gotta goddamn throw your ass under the, put your ass on the cheese shredder, we gonna shred your ass up. You know, so that shit just showed me a whole nother level of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different face of this shit. Don't just think. They say United We Stand, motherfuckers will use your ass. You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Not to goddamn become a goddamn pawn in the game. It's like a chess game, man. You got to be a critical piece on that chessboard. You don't want to come out being a motherfucking pawn because your moves is only limited. You can only go back and forth in so many spaces. You gotta know the game of chess to know what I'm talking about. So I'm saying, so man.
Well, look here. Let me make mention of this real quick. Lil G, he not Lil no more. I call him Lil G, but oldest son G, he jumped on the live. And I told you Tolu was there. My wife's on there. You got Mr. Touchdown, the official Regine Gagne, Drake 1000. We got a couple other folks on there. But this is straight from them. They say, what's up with y'all old ass niggas, man? That's what he said. That's from G.
Hey,
G say, what's up with y'all old ass niggas, man?
Same things up them young ass niggas, man. Shit. Goddamn getting in, man. Shit.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I don't want no smoke. Them niggas don't comb their goddamn hair. I don't want no smoke. Them niggas don't give a damn about nothing.
Look, just to let y'all know, everybody, we are simulcasting across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, or X, and LinkedIn. And before I go any further, I got to give a big shout out to my brother ECEO and the official Miss Jamaica here on the Primetime Network, Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101, Primetime. And like we do about this time.
It's about that time. We decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down, man. Trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm. Man. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 prime time. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk.
Boss Talk Podcast 101, where the bosses talk, baby. Where the bosses talk. Just to keep y'all in the loop with that. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Touchdown. I see you got that. I see you got that heavyweight championship belt on. Talk to me about it, man. Talk to me about the belt, man.
Man, check this out, man. First, this is the Intercontinental. This right here is the big gold belt. This is the heavyweight champion. So look, I'm gonna tell you about this, man. This belt here represent, man, me not giving up in life, me being my own champion. That's what these belts represent. It's just yes, something sir. That's like, you know what I'm saying, that how I feel, you know what I mean? And I'm a big WWE fan, CCW that's down there in Boynton, Four Ropes, you know what I'm saying, NXT, all that, man. I love all that. But yeah, man, it's just me, you know what I'm saying, just representing myself and, you know, being my own champion, being in my own lane, OTRR, you know, we champions over here, man. We champions, man. We champions.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, are you in the Cybertruck and it's driving itself? Because I see you ain't got no hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me and my son on the way to the gym right now, man. We got to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's New Year's, we hit the gym Monday through Friday. Right. Today we're going to do full body today, and today is heavy. This week is heavy week, so we getting it in, staying healthy. Before the New Year's, this is week 5 for us. So, you know, we've been getting it in before the New Year's. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah. And
go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, another thing I wanted to say real quick about the big gold belt. Me and my brothers, shout out to wrestling belt guy. Shout out to wrestling belt guy. Shout out to Mr. Cooper as well. We call ourselves the Big Gold Crew because all of us have the same belt. So we putting together to make our announcement to one of these shows, wrestling shows. I got with my manufacturer to let them know, hey man, we got to put something together. So I'm putting something together. Y'all gonna see it soon. Be aware of the Big Gold Crew. You know what I'm saying? We coming, baby. We coming. The World Wrestling Federation, we coming. Y'all get ready. I'm doing a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Got a lot going on, Big G. Ask me anything. I got a lot, man. I got a lot. Got a lot.
I mean, I already know, my brother. I already know. Big shout out to our brother Terry Allred. I was talking about Terry earlier today. You know, Terry served 32 years in the federal penitentiary. Got pardoned by Trump. And of course, you know, that was a part of my monologue earlier when I first started, because we were talking about that catchphrase that's going around right now, F the streets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on that soapbox right now.
Right.
And you know, and of course, you know, if you hadn't been in the streets, you've never been in the streets, if you've never been one of those individuals that came from the streets, then you don't know what the hell you talk about when you say that type of stuff. But at the same time,
a lot of motherfuckers saying for the street ain't even in the streets.
Ain't even in the street. So you know, I know my brother Terry was one of those guys in the Carolinas and North Carolina, and he carried it in a major way. He served 32 years in the federal penitentiary for 6 ounces of crack. Now that's what they jammed him up with, and of course we sit there and we look at it like 6 ounces of crack, a life sentence. Come on, man. But exactly. But of course they prosecuted and indicted and threw Terry away for what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Not just them 6 ounces of crack. You get what I mean? And we have to understand that that's a part of the street situation and scenario. And of course, you know. Terry
but what you said, that shit started in Arkansas down there, Big Bad Billis. He said the laws to fuck you up with the shit they distributed and to fuck you up with it. So
there you go.
It was all the game, man.
There you go. So, and of course, that reverts back to Freeway Ricky Ross, my good friend Freeway Ricky Ross. And of course,
shout out,
yeah, definitely, as well as my brother Melvin Farmer, who is who grew up with Turkey in the whole 9 yards. All of them boys, and started A-Trade Gangster, and of course Ayatollah Marv, OG Pyru, right out of Fruit Town. Yeah, I know Ayatollah. You know what I mean? So. all of these individuals that I have conversations with on a regular and consistent basis, they will tell you that if they could have done it differently, they would have. You know what I'm saying? They would have. Simply because they didn't want to spend so much of their lives behind bars. You know, and just they were fortunate enough not to get killed in the streets. You see what I mean? Of course, Rick was insulated in a different way because of who he was, right? Of course, Melvin Farmer, being one of the founders of A-Tray, he was insulated. You know what I mean? That don't mean that a bullet can't find you. And of course, you know, I Told Him Off was a bank robber. You know what I'm saying? Jewelry heist and things of that nature. Because they, you know, some of the movies that you might see out there present day, you know, are based on his life. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of these different factions of individuals that I know that are good friends of mine that will tell you, you know what I'm saying, people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, you don't want to be in it like that. And you can't sit there and dub it off as, well, I'm just a product of, that's just a product of my environment, so to speak. No, you still have a choice. You still have the opportunity to make the right choice in life based on what it is that you want to do. I say it all the time. You know what I'm saying? My life turned around because of my sons. You know, they changed. They made me go in a different direction. You get what I mean? Because of what they wanted to accomplish in their life. Big shout out to DJ BJ Clark. He has joined the live. DJ BJ Clark, what's going on, brother? Hey, make sure you tap in with College Radio. DJ BJ Clark is the man. Andreas SP8, welcome to the live. Yes, indeed. Big shout out to my brothers. I can't hear you. Talk to me.
Yeah, this is a radio. This is a speak on the car.
Oh, okay. What you say, Big G?
Oh no, I thought you was talking. Touchdown. I thought you was talking, but I was just making reference to, you know, a lot of this stuff that we're seeing. You know, and I'm not condoning people's actions. That's not what I'm doing. But what I am saying is that the key to turning this whole thing around really is education. You know, whether you join the Marine Corps or the military, or you go to college, or you go to a trade school and learn to become an electrician, plumber, you know, carpenter, whatever the case may be, brick mason, there are other alternatives as opposed to going and knocking a motherfucker across their head and stealing their wallet, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
You know, so I'm not in the position to say F the streets. That's not my diatribe because I know where I came from. And like I said earlier, you know, and I grew up in a single parent home. My mother took care of 3 kids, me and my other 2 sisters. As a school teacher. And I'm not saying that, you know, I was the best kid, but, you know, I made it out, so to speak, of some of the bullshit that I was in. And it was as a direct result of, one, meeting my wife. Present day, I've been married for over 26 years now.
Yes, sir.
And having 2 wonderful kids that kept me on the straight and narrow because I wanted to be there for them. You see, so when we think about, you know, the choices that we make, and things that we do, you know, how do you guys view that? Let's go into it. I'm gonna start with you, Touchdown.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not I can't say fuck the streets either, because I was involved in the streets as well. And the streets helped mold me to somewhat of the man that I am today. However, I had the common sense to know, okay, enough is enough. Go ahead and get out. Just like when you're gambling, enough is enough. Go ahead and get on out of there. You know, you don't need to be too wrapped up into this, because the streets really don't love nobody. And man, you know, the people that are saying, you know, F the streets, is they have to, man, it's 2 ways people look at it, because they're looking at it as, oh, well, snitches can't say F the streets and this and that and that and this. But the other term is that people saying is F the streets, like, man, yo, man, it's more to life out there. Go, you know, is more to other ways to go and get that bag and go and get that money. Like the last time I talked the last time, that we talked, I believe Big G, you had said, yeah, man, Miss Touchdown, you can't go to jail selling no backpacks. No,
That's
but
right.
they can't mess with me with that. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And being
That's right.
legit, man, it ain't nothing. And I'll be the first to say, boy, it ain't nothing. Y'all hear me out there? Nothing better than legit money.
Yes.
Nothing better than that. So
right.
I would say to them youngins, man, get out there, man, and be creative. Don't be no leech. Be creative, and get out there, man, and show y'all skills, man. Whether it's in football, soccer, baseball, art, poetry, whatever, man. Let the world hear your voice. That's just like me. I feel like the world need OTRR, and it's going to be a household name because I believe in it. You feel me?
That's
I
right.
believe. So,
That's
man,
right.
y'all just get out there and, man, be positive. And if I can do anything to help anybody out, man, I'm more than willing. But it gotta be positive. It gotta be positive and affect somebody in a positive way. That's what I'm about. So
Good deal.
yeah.
Good deal. JB, chime in on it, man. Chime in. Talk to me.
Man. I most definitely agree with what he was saying. Not to piggyback what he was saying, but yeah, man, I ain't gonna most definitely. I ain't gonna say for the streets because once upon a time the streets used to be good, man. You had people on every corner. Your ass was fucking up on the street. They gonna whoop your ass and tell your mom and dad that you got your ass whooped when you got home.
For
So
real.
I can't just say for the streets because once upon a time the streets was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you had certain police that walk the block and walk the beat, and he had a relationship with the neighborhood with the beat he walked. So it's like, man, so I ain't gonna say for the streets because like I say, man, a lot of motherfuckers revert to the streets because they tried to go get the help, ain't nothing left, so they have to go to the streets, man. So you can't say there's a lot of misguided blind people out there on the streets that still can be guided the right way, but we got to get them off the streets. And then saying for the streets, you can't just say that without a damn solution. So you saying for the streets, what we gonna do then to alleviate this shit? You know what I mean? So niggas say that shit all day, but if you ain't got a solution for it, that's like motherfuckers saying we as black people ready to go to war. No, the fuck we ain't. We ain't structured. We ain't got no food couriers. Niggas ain't none of that shit. Niggas don't know how to do nothing. But talking about what they'll do, and then the ones that is ready to equip, them niggas are gonna feel like the others are gonna slow them down. So it's all out of whack. You know what I mean?
That's
like
right.
I said, this shit ain't nothing but to me, in my opinion, ain't nothing but a motherfucking trend. Motherfuckers talking, the nigga done said some shit and it ain't caught fire. It just like 6, 7, it'll be out the way in a minute. Niggas just be back on the streets doing the same thing they doing in them streets.
That's right.
You know,
Okay.
niggas gonna forever
Welcome to
glorify
the
the
live.
streets, man.
Welcome to the live. We got D-Bat has joined the live, and R Madden 87. Welcome to the live. We are talking with Mr. Touchdown and the real comedian Jarrell Braswell. Welcome to the live.
What up? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man.
Are you there with me, JB?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
You done muted out on me again, JB. You done muted out on me.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, that'll be a good time for me to sit there and make sure that all of my artists, until I get JB back, all of my artists, are you still with me? Touchdown?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I know you're about to hit the gym with your son. I want to make sure that all of my artists that are out there on Fridays, we're doing an artist spotlight. So I'm going to drop this here for you guys so that you'll know what we got going on with the artist spotlight. Are you an independent artist looking for real exposure and an honest discussion about your music and your brand? If this is you, and if that's the case, I am currently accepting submissions for my Friday Artist Spotlight segment on Industry Talk, where I highlight rising independent artists, discuss your journey, along with putting your work in front of a growing audience of content creators, executives, and tastemakers. To submit your information, follow the content submission link in my bio on Instagram, or follow the link in the description on Facebook. So this is about real artists, real stories, and real opportunities. If you're working, building and you're serious about your craft, I definitely want to hear. And it's always beautiful people. It's about health, wealth, and wisdom. Stay down.
Yo, you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. You back?
Yo,
What happened
yo.
with your audio? What happened with your audio?
All right.
I don't know what's up with you. I'm out in the country, man.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I thought
Yeah.
it might have been something on my end. That's why I got up and started messing with, tinkering with some stuff.
I'm
But
out in
okay.
the country, man.
all right.
Yeah.
We
Well,
locked in.
I'm a
So yeah,
my
go
son.
ahead. Go ahead.
He want to go
I know you
ahead.
about to get in.
Yeah. So I wanted to say real quick, if I could give a few little shout outs real quick, to a few people. Just want to say just thank you to everybody, ending this year who supported OTRR, man. I truly, truly appreciate all of you who supported OTRR. And man, I got some major things that's getting ready to come up, some 5-5 stuff that's getting ready to come up. I also wanted to let you know that at 9 o'clock, I told my guy at 8 o'clock we'll drop it, but y'all getting the exclusive. I'm going to drop something at 9 o'clock tonight. So y'all be aware, 9 o'clock tonight. So big shout out to the homie DH, the rapper. Big shout out to Militron on the beat, who did the beat. Shout out to my brother E, who did the production on everything. Shout out to JB. Shout out to Big G, man. I appreciate you for having me, Big G, because, man, you can have anybody in the world, but, man, you allow me to be on your platform, brother, and I appreciate it. And I got something coming for you, so make sure you check your DM, Big G, so you can see that got something coming to you, brother. Want to shout out to us, Never Them, the whole crew. Shout out to them for always supporting Mr. Touchdown and OTRR. Shout out to them boys. Shout out to Dumb Pro. Anybody else, if I'm forgetting you, man, I apologize, but thank y'all very much, man. I love y'all, man. And yo, this Mr. Touchdown, man.
All love, man. All love. Appreciate you, man. OTRR, only the real remain. Make sure y'all tap in with Mr. Touchdown on Instagram and all social media platforms. And don't just tap in. Go buy some merch.
Man, for real, man. For real.
OTRR.com.
Yes, sir.
OTRR.com.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Happy New Year, y'all.
Same to you, my brother. Same to you. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man. Y'all stay dangerous.
Yes, stay dangerous, baby. Stay dangerous. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother Terry said the streets ain't never gonna stop, baby. We know that, Terry.
We know that. No.
We know that. We know the streets ain't never gonna stop. It is what it is. It's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be an element, But at the same time, we do have to make smart decisions in terms of how we move and what it is that we do in life. That's one thing that we have to stay mindful of as individuals and as we move in our verticals and in our spaces, because we've all been affected by it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's somebody in your family that got addicted to drugs. There's somebody in your family that was selling drugs. There's somebody in your family that committed murder. There's somebody in your family we've been affected, or somebody that you know personally has died because at the hands of someone else. It's always something that you can look back at and say, you know what, that part of my life has been shaped and formed because I went through this and I know about it, or I've experienced it, or I've had contact with it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So, it's really about going into 2026 knowing that we have to do better and be better humans. You know what I mean? Take the humanitarian approach to life, and do better. So, can you see me, JB?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, I don't know why I'm looking blurry. Like I say, it's always something. I want this thing to be crystal clear. I've been working on making sure that this thing come in crystal clear, and it was doing fine. But I think I think
Yeah, it
I
might
am.
be the it might just be the streaming joint bandwidth right now. That shit do it, then
Maybe,
it'll get back right.
maybe. But
Once you run it back.
let me see. Let me see. Let me go to camera 3 and see if camera 3 gonna be kind to me. And if it's not, then you're exactly right. It's the streaming on my side. You see, we still a little blurry.
Yeah. It's a little better on my end though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, at the same time, we've been on this thing for almost an hour and a half, talking about it, chopping it up. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, I drop the artist segment. We've talked about a variety of things.
Yes, sir.
You know, and where is Jarrell Braswell going to be next on this I Got Motion tour? You know, we're trying to work out dates with Nate Jackson and some other comedy clubs as well. So talk to me about what's the next move for comedian Jarrell Braswell on this comedy tour.
The 15th, 16th, and 17th, we in Jacksonville, Florida. We at the Jacksonville Comedy Zone. Then the following weekend, I'll be in Greensboro, South Carolina, at the damn Comedy Zone up there, at another Comedy Zone. So I'm just hitting the ass across the head, pretty much just working a way for me to get a night up there one night to headline them, showing them how I'm doing it, coming with Bubba Dub, and just keep hitting with this funny. Like I said, the time will come for it. So I'm gonna just keep working towards that. So that's the main thing, just staying sharp for the tour, man, and making sure the material and the content is sharp and crisp and ready to go. And I'm ready to go at all times. But yeah, them the next two spots. We got the next two upcoming weekends. And then that following weekend after South Carolina, we'll be in DC at the end of the month, going into February. Then we'll keep it rolling. Yeah, so we're pretty busy throughout this month with all the spots we got going. So like I say, just staying sharp and staying ready to go.
Okay. Big shout out to my girl DJ Trace Ease. You know, she's normally a part of what's going on. And of course she's always speaking highly of you, man. The last time I talked to her, she was asking how you was doing, man. So I gotta give a big shout out to DJ Trace Ease. Yeah.
Been getting it in, working, grinding. Like I say, just recovering, getting everything together. Like I say, more big things, 2026, man. Y'all can expect to see me on the big screen. We got some projects dropping. We are getting ready to drop. We just don't stand by waiting on them to do what they gonna do. And in the meantime, in between time, just like I say, just working to get more stuff underway.
Right. You got that you got the work that you're doing with Terry T. Miles, 87 TV, and GMAC.
Yes, sir.
You also got the movie that was in production with Lil Boosie, Lil Saints, and Bubba Dub.
Yeah.
So you got a star role in that as well. So I'm looking forward to all of that that's coming down the pipeline for you, my brother. All of that.
Very excited, man, just to see how everything gonna transpire and other opportunities and avenues that open up for me, man, and the team. So, and that's the goal, man, just to keep going, man. Getting involved in one thing and open up another thing. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it rolling.
Right. That's right. That's right. So before we get off this thing, is there anything that you need to give to the people? Anything you want to say to the people? You want to close out with some inspirational words, some words from KB? Talk to me.
Oh man, like I told them today earlier, man. Shit, it ain't how you start, it ain't how you finish, man. You just got to keep going. Cause a lot of people get started and finishing confused. A lot of people start some shit and then won't attempt to finish it. Then they try to go get on something else and ain't seen the other thing through. So I tell people, man, instead of shit being perfect, just get it done. And then go to something else, man. I tell people, you can always get what you aim and strive for in life, but that still don't stop you from going. So no matter what, just keep going, because the thing that you were shooting for might be something that you shouldn't have been messing with no way, and something that might have been for you. And then what you overlooking and not shooting for is what you need to take you over the top. So I tell people all the time, man, I ain't worried about what I've lost or what ain't come to me. I'm just thankful for everything I gained and everything that is coming to me, just capitalizing and maximize off of it. And just keep going, man. Don't let nobody talk you out of something that you genuinely believe in doing. You know what I'm saying? Stay true to yourself. Keep God first, too. I ain't gonna tell you to keep the squares out the circle. You should know that already. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We all grown enough to know who for us and who ain't for us, but just keep working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everything else will work out for you. You know,
Right.
stay positive too. You know, you got to keep a positive mental attitude when you're doing this shit, man. Some days it be like, God damn, I don't want to do nothing, but you still got to pay that rent. Y'all got no rent due. And shit, that's about it, man. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep
And
going.
big shout
And
out. Big
I
shout
got
out.
merch. I got merch.
Yeah.
I got merch. Shit, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm almost at 900. You know what I'm saying? The goal was this year to be at 1,000. We came up short, but hey, I ain't tripping. We still gonna keep that shit rolling.
Right.
Shit, we hit the goal next week. But I got
Yeah.
that. I got merch. I got hoodies, t-shirts, sweatsuits, hats, shit, socks. Every goddamn thing, man. Y'all tap in with me, man. And it's great merch at an affordable price. I ain't charging your arm and leg for it. So y'all tap in with me, man. Subscribe to all my social media platforms, man. All my social media outlets. Y'all go tap in with me, man. Everything dropping on a daily basis. I've been dropping 3 videos a day, too. Matter of fact, for the past 2 months on YouTube for everybody that's been tapped in, man. So y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in with me with that. Got a lot of more stuff coming. More episodes, more podcast playlists, etc., etc. Like I say, man,
Right.
just dumping it on their ass, man.
That's right. That's right. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't sit there and talk about my brother Keith Wallace. We're going to
Oh
be
yeah, most
dropping.
definitely.
Yeah, we're going to be dropping his book here pretty soon. He's going to come with his official drop dates. And if in fact you want to reach out to my brother Keith, this one's for you.
Mr. Bars himself, the messenger, Keith Wallace, touching down in your city. Let's work. Lock in for features, meet and greet, live performances, product promotion, and speaking engagements. Keith Wallace is unloading a full clip with his lyrical content. His testimony is life-changing. Every word he speaks is truth. Visit our website at keithwallace.org and sign up for our newsletter today. For information and availability, contact Big G at 808-225-9063.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. As we wind this thing down, I'm here with my brother, comedian Jarrell Braswell. We're in your face and in your space, and we've been talking for well over an hour and a half, 2 hours, damn near. And we're going to be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah,
Fridays,
Friday,
we have our
man.
artist segment. If you know any artists that are interested in participating in the artist segment, you have to fill out information on our content submission, either through IG or Facebook. Go find the information, fill out the content submission request, and send us what you have, and then we'll engage. We'll talk about it. Yeah,
do it the right way, y'all, man. We telling y'all how to do it, man. And I ain't seen them not turn nobody down that ain't submitted the form and did it the right way. Everything been running. So y'all make sure y'all do that first. The paperwork, that's the first step with him doing the thing with y'all, man. Then showing y'all other steps. Make sure your paperwork right first. Before you can step into the game, you got to worry about that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Outside of that, man, I got to give some honorable mentions, JB, to some of our affiliates, our partners, our friends. My brother Getty Blue.
Oh, my nephew.
Rap artist out of Meridian, Mississippi. Terry Cherry. Terry Cherry is one of your biggest fans.
I'm one of her fans. I like her music, man. She very different.
Yeah. She got some phenomenal music. Azo Capone, out of the Carolinas. Dia Moore,
Carolina. Okay.
Carolina. Of course, I was introduced to Dia Moore, Carolina, and Azo Capone through, of course, my brother Terry Allred. BMF Wavy. We have affiliates that are part of the BMF crew as well. BMF Wavy. Raw Blow Escobars and Emilio Sparks through State Property. They're going to be dropping Divine Intervention through Furia Records here in the first quarter. And we're going to have some fun with that as well. Carlos Parks out of the Carolinas as well. Carlos spent a good bit of time, and he's an author, and his book is Bricks to Bricks. And you could understand what he's done. He went from selling bricks to selling bricks, and that's masonry bricks, went from the white bricks to the red bricks, you know, so he's real heavy into real estate at this point. So he's got a very compelling story. And just to give you guys some insight, like I say, a lot of my friends and family have inevitably come from the streets, but at the same time, they figured out the way out, JB. They figured out the way out. And some of them haven't. You know, some of them are locked up behind bars, and some of them are 6 feet under. You know, but there again, those are the learned lessons that we have to sit there and watch and be like, okay, that's not the route that I want to take.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is not a platform for soapboxing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a motivational speaker. I leave that to you guys because you have the stories. Because you've got your testimony that we're trying to get out to
sometimes that shit sometimes them subjects got to be touched on though, man. Shit for real.
True,
like I don't see nothing wrong with what you was talking today. That shit there, man, a lot of niggas talking about fuck the streets, niggas ain't been outside or nothing in the damn streets, ain't jumped off the porch or nothing. You know, niggas get money and get talking crazy. But that's just me. You know.
I don't even know where it started from, but I'm hearing it everywhere. You know,
I don't know where it came from. I just know a nigga said it in it caught like wildfire. Like,
caught like wildfire, and
say that shit, man.
Like, if it going to support, then it going to support.
Yeah, because I'm like, all parts of the streets ain't bad. It's some good niggas in the streets, man. The ones that left. Right. So I'm like, you can't really say that.
And then there again, just to tap into it, they may say that, but then the question is, and you hit on this, what are you doing to countermand what's going on? You see, are you going back into those streets and working with those kids in community organizations that are making a way for these youth, or are you just sitting from your perch up high talking some bullshit? You know, are you providing job opportunities? Are you creating industry? Are you doing anything to make sure that these kids have a gateway to a successful path? You know what I'm saying? You know, now living by example is one way, but if they don't know how you did it, you know, they're just seeing it. Oh, you went from this to this, and they don't have any idea of how you did it. You see?
You ain't gave no prep app skills or none of that shit. You ain't gave nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of hard for me to listen to you, man. You ain't sure, man, motherfucker.
You're not showing me anything. You're not
showing anything. Like all I got is the street. You can't take this from me and then give me another way to eat. Now see if you okay, I give you this, you get out them streets, but still, man, it's still a transition. Nigga can't just say, I'm gonna go cold trick out the streets. You know.
Right. And let me say this. Let me say this too. And this is real spill here. How many, and it's a question, but it's a rhetorical question. How many rap artists or hip hop artists do you know that are famous and are wealthy at this point that were really dope boys in the street? It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to weigh out that balance and say, yo, I was really in the streets and I'm a rapper and I'm doing, man, come on, man. You got too much high profile shit going on for you to be moving kilos or, you know, I was doing this, that, and the other. Man, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Because I know for a fact how real niggas move, man. That's not what they doing. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to have the lights, the glitz, the glamour, and the bright light shining on them. You're too exposed.
Yep.
So for you to sit there and say, oh yeah, I was out here moving in packs in the street and I'm sitting there and I'm rocking these stages and I'm doing this, that, and the other, man, stop with that bullshit, man. Come on.
That's why that shit called entertainment, man. I tell niggas all the time, these rappers doing all this shit. Why these motherfuckers ain't clean up the streets, clean up these hoods that you so-called
there you go.
Did all this shit in, man.
There you go. Now you know who I can give a pat on the back with that situation?
Who that does?
Mike Epps. He started to buy back his hood.
He bought the whole block.
He's buying back his block. He's buying back his hood. Now in Mississippi, I got to give David Banner his props because he's doing the same thing. I got to give Smoke D in Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? He's doing what he can. He started commercial business. He started the hemp farming situation and developing and giving individuals farming jobs and stuff like that. So they are in Kamikaze, who was with David Banner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Franklin over there in Jackson started the 1,000-man march in Jackson to try to build a coalition of individuals to help build community, right? So when I know where some of these individuals have come from, and then I can see what they're doing present day to make a change, to strive and make positive changes for their community, I have to give them a pat on the back. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
When I made mention to my brother Gippy, Big Gip, out of Atlanta, with the Goody Mob, you know what I'm saying? The Dungeon Family, Outkast, that whole group. You know, I speak specifically to Gippy because he's my friend. You know what I'm saying? I talk to Gip and what he's doing with creating business, creating opportunities, and inevitably empowering individuals to either work with him or develop ways to work with his organization or build your own organization. You see, so I see that kind of stuff. When I talk about Boss Talk Podcast 101, I talk about Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime, ECEO, the official Miss Jamaica, what they've done brick by brick, fan by fan, subscriber by subscriber. You see what I mean? These are people that I know personally. I can't talk about people that I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah.
These are people that I know personally that I can sit there and see they have an impact on their community. Just like people watch you, JB. They know that you were running with some of the top comedians in the country, moving across the entire country. Kids in Wetumpka, Alabama, and Montgomery, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, they're looking at Jarrell Braswell like, man, he came out of Alabama.
Oh, right now.
And this is what this man has accomplished. So, you know, and yeah, you could have easily been out there selling dope in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's be honest. It's just that simple. You know, but you made an active decision to be like, you know what? No, man. My life has different meaning and purpose. We're not knocking what people have decided to do. It's just that I'm not going to poison my people. I'm not going to sit there and try to push heroin on my people. I'm not going to try to push cocaine on my people. I'm not going to put crack into the system. You see what I mean? So when we come to those realizations as we get older, you know, and I'm not knocking what anybody does. So don't think that, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. And as a matter of fact, if you do think that's what I'm trying to do, man, fuck you. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, you're not listening to the conversation. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're just taking a sound bite and you wanting to run with it. What I'm saying is we know what it is and where we've come from, and that isn't the be all end all to how we save our people or our culture.
That ain't the way.
That's not the way.
That ain't the way.
That's not the way. You know, and we can sit there and say, well, you know, no, we have to do better going into 2026 and beyond. We as a people have to do better. And I'm not going to sit there and bend your ear on it too much more, JB. But you know, it was a great conversation today. We talked about a lot of good stuff today. I'm happy knowing that we're going into 2026 locked, loaded, you know what I'm saying? Looking downfield and ready to let that thing fly.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And got the eyes on target. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead.
I said, no, we locked in. I said, we locked in.
Yeah,
Shit,
we definitely locked in. Definitely locked in. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you brought to the table. And whether you realize it or not, you are an inspiration, not just to people on the outside, but to people that are in our circle. You are an inspiration, JB, because you get up and you go fight for what it is that you believe in this comedy game. And there's nothing that's going to stop you from excelling and succeeding at the highest of levels that you have already intended for yourself.
Yes, sir. Can't quit.
Yes,
I can tell niggas some comedy stories, man. Before I get on stage, goddamn locking my keys in the car, gotta goddamn go perform in 15 minutes, get there, hit the stage like Eddie Kane and kill that shit. Like ain't nothing happen. I tell niggas just gotta be like that. I worry about the other shit later. The show
right.
still must go on, man.
The show must
That
go
just
on,
must
baby.
go. The show must go on, bro. So I'm like, nigga, be moving about that shit. They gonna stop a motherfucking thing. And it's gonna make me
Yeah.
look bad. And that nigga said, hey,
Yes, indeed.
man, I wouldn't never know you locked the shit in there, man. Just in the car. You was ready to whoop a nigga ass. I said I was, but it's different on the stage, man. You gotta know how to
That's
turn that
right.
shit on and off.
That's right.
And I
That's
get that shit to the Marine Corps. Being able to adapt to certain situations on the fly. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
certain shit the street ain't gonna teach you. You know what I mean? That's what I tell people too. So it's a lot of shit, man. We'll get into that shit next week.
Yeah.
next live.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And let me see. Let me make sure I'm checking everything. Thank you, everybody that has joined us on the live today. We appreciate you. We will be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesdays, we're locking in with JB every Wednesday like we've been doing. We're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep it rolling. Keep you guys updated with everything that we have going on. And remember, with the artist segment, lock in with us, fill out the forms, get us everything that you need to get to us. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in. And we've had another wonderful episode of Industry Talk here on Prime Time Pod. And as always, beautiful people, y'all know with me, it's about health, wealth, and wellness. Shit, stay dangerous. You've been locked into another great episode of Primetime Pod. Major salute to our guest. And remember, ain't no time like prime time. This is your main man, Big G, with Industry Talk. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to our network, Primetime Pod. And as always, beautiful people, it's about health, wealth, and wellness.
Primetime Pod. Make sure you check it out.
Pal, why the fuck you think he missing? He say that. Now, I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.